Hello, ladies and gents, guys and gals, friendly femmes and fellows all. You join me once again in Middle-earth, where Kazad has been reclaimed, and now the time has come, to eliminate Dunland and to march on Mount Gundabad. You join me on the end turn from last time, and we have just made peace with the Snow Orcs. How long it will last, who can tell, but we are amassing an army to stealthily sneak up to Gundabad. We'll see how far we get and what they do. It is not at all likely that the peace will last as long as we would like, but then again, we might be surprised. Those Snow Orcs are... okay, they have retreated from our lands. They probably rightfully assumed that the Meitelberg garrison would kick them to the curb if ever they were to encroach further upon us. And since there is an official ceasefire, they might as well just bugger off. Well, here's praying for no motorbikes. And an axeman's guild in Baruk. Count me interested. And the Vale of the Winion. Sure, let's take our diplomat from here and send them over. How far was... oh, okay. The Winions are all over there. Okay, so they are actually doing pretty well for themselves. Unless, of course, they've been forced out of the Sea of Ruin, but... and their hard lands, because, you know, they would be confined to Ravanion and a pretty dire situation. But I don't remember seeing anything about Karasant having fallen, so I'm gonna assume that they're doing all right. Kazad West, Telkanamra. That sounds good, and the market is also going to be of some use. Dwarven culture is increasing in Goblin Town. Tilly makes his way north. The elves holding strong at Kameth Bryn under the leadership of Elrahir the Fearless. And we have some very good troops here. And I actually think that I'll take whatever army I can muster over here. We'll just see when we get there. In 2 turns' time. And that will head north. And then I'll muster a force here to take out Fenholm, which might be the last vestige of Dwarven resistance. So, these troops that are being trained as we speak, they shall go to the northeast and eradicate the goblins. Unless, of course, they are eradicated before we get there. That is a possibility. And in that eventuality, they'll just press on north into Snow Orc territory and go for Dane's Halls or something like that. Okay, how are we doing in Dunland? Let's see. We need to build something here. Feast hall, maybe? Dwarven culture increasing. Let's send Bit of peacekeeping contingent to Danlarak. Didn't do much, but yeah, you know. Or you never know. It's really the moral of the story. You never know. Now, Dunland just got the last stand script, so I am to assume that they currently have a lot of troops in whatever remains their kingdom. And I feel content just letting Edwith and Bree press against that force and just sit back, really. They may have one, maybe two regions left. Braille could be one of them, and then something else, maybe further south. Dunyard, maybe? Is that what it's called? The southernmost Dunland province. Dunyard, yeah, something like that. Okay, let's see. Goblins of Moria, Gundabad. Neither doing much of anything. Let's see the diplomacy screen just for giggles. So. Let's see. The Variacs of Canned. Nolly. You shall take a wife. Let's see. Yeah, Brunost. A nice compliment of Dwarven culture. There's not much trade to be had here either way, but yeah, it's pretty underwhelming. Let's just get a barracks first, then a catapult maker, and then we'll worry about trading, I think. And a minus union, that would be good. Meitelberg. No mines. No mines to be built either. So let's get ourselves a pub and then we'll upgrade the town, I think. Oh, hello! Here comes some snow orcs. Okay. Tila, you're going to have your work cut out for you, mate.
Making camp here.
Galordin. Guardian of the Gates. But the gates have gotten down. Not quite as grand a guardianship as he might hope for, but that's going to cut it for him. It simply has to. Alien plate. Oh, Jesus. Then we can get up to 23, 29, and 26 defense respectively. That's pretty good. What do we got here? We're gonna get general. That's good because then we can send him off. Let's get ourselves a little bit of extra light militia to send into the front of our enemy. Erlun militia. Ah, Dunlarak is coming around us. It's nice to see. Yeah. Loney is keeping it together at Baruk. It's nice to see. I guess I'll just hang out there for a while. What's that? Dunland border. Yeah, the borderlands. Okay. And then somewhere over here, we have a town of Braille. A castle, I believe. Might just be a castle. Should we take these lads, maybe? Just send them on. Yeah, let's send them down.
We've marched our limit. That'll do them today, sire. We've marched our limit.
Then some troops from Kazad can join them. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good when they arrive. Okay. But that's all for this one, I think. Maybe we do have a diplomat over here. Let's take a look at Berserkle just for giggles. Okay, and turn. Let's get thee to Dalwinian. Bird services. Oh, it seems to have chosen the Avari. The path of the elves of Dalwinian. And that does go some way toward explaining how well they're doing. Because elves are pretty damn powerful. Especially their pike unit and mainstream archer. The Morroquindi sentinels and protectors. They are really, really powerful units. Okay. I wonder, in lands of yonder, how others are doing. Dol Amroth doing okay, but they're seeing a bit of a slump, it seems. But that might just have been a military and monetary hit they've taken from the effort of reconquering a few towns, it seems. So that would indicate to me that they are well entrenched in Harundor, fighting the Adonayim and Harad. Let's see. They are allied to Khand. So let's see. How's Khand doing? Ooh, yeah. That's about usually as well as the AI fares against their insurrection script against Encanta, the Inquisitor. Jesus, Isengard, man alive. That is pretty extraordinary. 16 regions. A population of almost 200,000 souls. They might be the most powerful nation. They beat Mordor to the punch. I mean, that's... Rohan, how are you doing? Mate, I worry about you. Yeah, with good reason it does seem. They're down to a single region as far as I can tell. Man. Okay. It's probably all for the best that we are fighting off Dunland, because Rohan does not have it within them to fight both Isengard and Dunland. And even so, they're being pummeled by Saruman and his orcs. Nice bit of tea. And you can see that their turns do take a while compared to some of the others, which indicates that they have a large empire, a lot to do, a lot of units to move around, Oh dear. The last ride of the Rohirrim. Here comes the last and the Rohan. Yeah, it is as I thought. Theoden is on his last legs. Do we want to upgrade those guys? One armor stat. Don't think I'm gonna bother with that. I'm just gonna send them off. But first, let's get ourselves a guild house in Baruk. That's gonna be nice. So we can quickly develop our infrastructure in that settlement.
Honor, my lord.
Take these.
Aye,
Oh,
sire.
Jesus. This is a pretty decent army we've got here.
We march to glory.
Can we? Yes, we can build a
Aye,
watchtower.
noble
That's
son,
nice.
Setting a vigilant watch.
These dragon slayers. Ideally, I want to keep them alive because I want to retrain them. I want to see if I can manage that at some point, because that would be awesome. Retraining such an experienced unit.
March down
So I'll send them up north, because if I am to get those guys, it's going to be from Dane's Halls, I think. Okay.
Set a watch. We come here.
So, let's gather some forces. We'll take the pikemen and the halberds. We'll take the Kazad reclaimers and the Blackrock engineers. Do we want to take archers with us? Not really, I think, but we want units with shields, because they do have good archers in Gundabad. So we'll take on those. And you know what?
Honor, my lord.
I think I might just...
Aye, my liege.
Oh, it's a tough choice. Traveler or laborer. I think I'm going laborer, because they retrain quicker wherever we get, so that's of course not to be completely overlooked.
Honor, my lord. Aye, noble son.
And Lord Owen has gotten marginally better at the whole governing business.
Aye, noble son.
Although he's still not great, to be fair. And I am going to send him over there and build a
We'll rest here the night, son.
build a watchtower.
Aye, noble son, setting a vigilant watch here. My king.
And then Teely, he can head into Meitelberg. I think that's going to be the ticket. Catapult there.
My king.
Okay. Let's see what we have here to send. Actually, let's just send everything. It's gonna be a party and everyone's invited. Yeah, it's nice. A full complement of battle-ready dwarves with catapults and everything. Just gonna move along, right along the eastern slopes of the mountains and head up to Gladden, the Gladden Fields. It's gonna be nice. And we have a diplomat, don't we? Oh, did I forget to move him? Oh, well. Never mind, we still have a turn or so on the quest before it expires. Ah, always nice with a bit of invigorating tea in the morning. Mordor. Actually, if we look at the stats, or the rankings, how's Gondor doing these days? Okay, we have Mordor, and they seem to be approaching steamroll territory. Okay, let's see how. Yeah, okay. So that's Dol Amroth, right where we left them. But it's also Gondor, and they are okay. They are nigh invisible on this background, which always annoys me a little bit. But they seem to be doing all right. They're keeping up with Mordor, although they seem to be losing provinces. Who's been taking that from them, I wonder? Has that been Isengard? It might be. I suppose it has to be. They can't take all those settlements from Rohan alone. So they must have gotten involved with them. Yes, they are at war with the Dominion of Isengard. And the Ardenheim. Okay, that doesn't always happen, I believe. Or is that part of the standard campaign configuration as of now? Oh, I don't remember. But
perhaps we could sort
oh,
out
hello, the lendings.
time.
I mean, the success of my campaign does hinge on your destruction. Okay, let's just say that you give me 2,000 coins and map information. Oh, actually, no. Let's bump that to 1,001 for 5 turns. That's fairly generous, isn't it? Yes.
It seems quite reasonable.
And
Very
then
well. What
trade
else
rights.
would you suggest?
A single payment, I'll be fine.
This proposal is of
Okay,
little
then.
interest. We cannot thank you enough. Well, that seemed fruitful.
Let's trade with them
Farewell.
just for a while. We don't have an army there anyway. I'm not particularly concerned about breaking a ceasefire with Dunland if it means just mopping up the rest of their towns, but even so, their towns have little that interests me overall. They and the Dunnard might might have some. They have some mining, so that will be something at least. But beyond that, it's not really much down there worth
Aye,
looking for.
Onward!
Not worth going out of your
No
way to
problem
get.
today.
Really. Feast Hall in Zagkala. It's a nice thing. Have a little bit of trading going. Let's bump that out a little bit. Yeah, let's get that, and then we'll just get the rest of the armor upgrades and the army, and it's all going to be fine, dandy, spanky. A bit of minus hall. Gnarly. Getting a Smith plus 3% trade. That's always nice.
My king. That'll do him today, sire.
Send them to
Demands
Goblin
no
Town for
problem
now.
today. Aye, my
Tilly,
liege. Honor.
Meithelberg,
Aye,
get.
lord. Move out. My king.
Let's put a watch here
Aye,
on the
noble
slopes.
son, setting a vigilant watch.
Keep an eye on those pesky
Aye, noble son,
orcs.
joining our forces.
And then let's just see if we can get somewhere near.
In your
Oh,
names.
do they have a fort there? We might just. Nah, it doesn't matter to us really. Okay.
Your honor.
let's
Of
see if we
course.
can keep tabs on the old
This
stone and
journey is over,
what
sire.
they have in there.
Is that what you want?
Oh, hello.
Aye. March!
We are beginning to see training capability in Goblin Town, which is a good thing. We're going to need it.
My king.
Let's go up here and
Aye, sire.
build some towers along the way.
Aye, noble sire, setting a vigilant watch here. Aye, noble sire, setting a vigilant watch here. Making camp here, good sire. We'll rest here.
Do
the
we
night,
have?
sire.
Yes, we have the. Okay, so we can move up the side of the mountain without them
Aye,
even
sire.
noticing. That's pretty neat. Happy with that. I suppose that might be it.
Aye, sire. Aye. Aye, lord. Move out!
Let's just take
Aye.
those fellows.
Aye, sire.
Get them over there.
Aye, king. Onward!
Oh, damn it, I forgot my diplomat again. Ah. Oh, Darwinian, you wait so long and, well, you're waiting for the arrival of a dwarf with rather short legs, I might say, so it'll take a while to get there, and I'm just making excuses at this point, so please, Darwinian, don't hurt me. Don't, bless me with your grapes, that'll be lovely. Nothing like a little bit of tea to make the incompetence go down. Oh. So, this episode will not be the longest nor the shortest, I think. It will be a nice middle ground. I'll try to keep it in below an hour, but longer than 45 minutes. In that range is my target. Now we're coming up on canned and the hour than I am. I think my next campaign might be a Rohirrim one, but I'm also being approached by different modders to play
Aye.
some other variants of Met 2.
Move out!
Fun and games all around, historical stuff. So that might be featured on the channel. Let me know what you think about it, about that general gist of things. Got a lot of roads. Got a feast hall. So now our culture should boom nicely. Let's get ourselves a. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Let's. A Ballista maybe. You know, Ironmongers though, that's pretty good. And then a Ballista Maker and an archery range, and then barracks, I think. Or maybe Ballista Maker, Catapult Maker, and then barracks. I don't really need the archers that much anymore, because the catapults shall supersede their function in every regard. Except the aspect of climbing walls, I suppose. And a little rod. Do we need more culture? I suppose we don't. And it's a pretty steep price for a 10% building cost reduction, so I'm just not going to get that, I think. Unless, of course, does it boost it does end up boosting population growth. Okay, then let's just get it. Maximize our cultural potential. Let's take
Aye, sire.
these guys and these
Aye,
guys
king.
and these guys
Aye.
and these guys. Why
Aye,
not?
sire. Aye. Forward.
Oh, what? Oh yes, of course. That's a
Aye,
landing
lord.
fort now.
Onward.
Silly, silly me. Okay.
We can
Burnt
be of
lands.
service.
Hello there, Dorwinian. What do you say? I'll offer you my map information if you pay me. Not that I really need it at this point, but you know, old habits die hard.
It's good to date you.
Our enemies die even harder, though. Dwarven laborers at the capital. Wow, what an amazing gift! Thank you. Truly, Council, you have outdone yourself.
Aye.
Okay. Our army marches into Snorg territory.
Aye.
Let's see what they make of that. I should be most interested to discover
Aye, noble sire.
what line they take on my transgressions.
Marching now. Aye, noble sire.
We shall populate the high pass with
Aye, sire.
towers. And then I suppose we shall wait here on the border next turn.
In your name, sire.
And then attack Fenholm. Fenholm. Fenham? Fenholm. Fenholm. Yeah. Okay. Good. Nothing stands taller than the might of the dwarves, especially not the dwarves themselves, because they are pretty low in stature. But despite it, they build halls as tall and as strong and as powerful as any other race could ever dream of doing. So let's see. Rohan got their last stand script, giving them a bit of a boost, but oh, Dol Amroth, they are continuing. They might have overstretched themselves. And their armies seem to be paying the price. But with the newly conquered settlements, they might be able to swing back. Who knows? Gondor still holding admirably, but Mordor has overtaken them, and they have a very powerful Isengard on their doorstep. So, so if Isengard isn't checked from the north by Lothlorien, I suppose, and maybe Edwith, but yeah, Edwith won't be able to do much against Isengard in full force. Let's see, how are they doing? Edwith, yeah, middling. They have met with the armies of Isengard, and I'm not sure that they are doing as well as they would like. Lothlorien, then. They have, of course, also just been struggling with Dol Guldur, which is on the rise in the east. Yeah, it's a tricky, tricky business. But if nothing else, we can now take a burden of the Lothlorien elven backs by taking out the goblins of Moria once and for all. And the council requests the capture of Fennel, which is completely within the realms of possibility, I would say.
We march to glory. I, noble sire,
There they sit,
sitting a vigilant
in their
watch
last
here.
settlement, just
Honor, my lord.
cowering.
My lord speaks highly of you.
Lainadan
My lord speaks highly
and
of you.
Furthia. Diplomats from different realms coming to see what the goblins are up to, I suppose. Not exactly sure why, because they can't bribe them, but will the AI ever learn? I think not. Ooh, the Ironmonger's means retraining dwarven laborers. Nice. Okay. We got a feast hall in Dunlarach. So let's. Should we upgrade? Yes, let's upgrade it into a dwarven city. That'll make it more defensible and far more stylish, I might add. So, Catapult and Sakala. We have Broin coming of age. Very good, very good. He shall simply follow in the
Marching now. We'll rest here the night.
in Bailey's footsteps and
Camp here.
maybe take over the army, maybe take up gubernatorial duties in Fennelm, as the army then can march north to join with the invasion of
Honor, my
Gundabad.
lord.
And speaking of the invasion of Gundabad, that sounds like a smashing thing to be doing. Yes, let's attack a neutral faction.
We shall
Are
hold
we
the
ready?
besieged, sire.
So they get quite a few defenders, 1,000 orc defenders all in all, but they don't have any archers, and they have some raiders. Bolk's champions, they are really good. We have of course Madzog's bodyguard, which is also very good. And the standard mountain guard unit is also a reasonable presence on the field, but they are faced with the might of and fury of 2,500 dwarves intent on conquering their ancestral homeland. They come with catapults, they come with axes, they come with crossbows, halberds, pikes, and all manner of dwarven weapons of war. And that should make for a compelling end to this episode, I think. We shall take Mount Gundabad. A beauty indeed, a beauty indeed. Let's get a bit closer. I think that's outside the range of the towers. But let's put it there. Well. Okay. We don't have any cavalry enemies here today, so the spearmen, they will be mainly used as meat shields, I suppose. And then we have our melee fighters. We have our line infantry right there. we have some. I think I'll put the shield guard in with Nar himself, because they'll be shielding him from his flank. Then we have the heavy hitting infantry. And we have these laborers. They can just tie up any old unit we choose. And we have, of course, the Blackrock engineers, and they shall be wreaking havoc upon the enemy. I think that's it. Let's see what they do. Now, we can't really destroy their walls, because the walls of Gundabad are apparently made of obsidian or something. So, let's just... I mean, are they just gonna stand there? Because that would be hilarious. Or should I say, hilariously bad tactics. Let's get a good look at things like that. Okay, I might actually want to bring those catapults a bit closer, because accuracy is really important. And if they don't bring down the gate in this battle, I'm going to be pissed. That would kind of scupper this whole effort. They'd be able to send reinforcements to Gundabad immediately and just break the siege. So we really need to get that gate down. So move a little bit closer. 24, nice. Damn it! I mean, this at this rate, it's not even a surefire thing if we are that we're going to bring down the gate. That's a really strong gate they got going there. Okay. If we can keep that going. Yes, okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, everyone.
Ah, we have breached our enemy's walls.
Nice. Okay, and they just keep steadily in place, which I am completely okay with. Let's send in some line troops. And let's send some more light troops over there. Send these guys in over there. Let's send this catapult in here, I think. Blackrock engineers. Let's get you guys over here. And into support this flank will be the
Our soldiers have proved
heavy
their worth
infantry
today. The enemy's
regiment.
walls belong to us now.
So, let's see what that does. Will the Orcs of Gundabad react? Don't know what they're doing. Broken down the gate already? Can't really see it from here. Oh yeah, there they come. Yeah, you can see them in the distance with drawing their catapults in. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. But little do they know that these catapults that the dwarves bring in tow are about to rain death upon them. Okay. Which targets are ripe for exploitation? I mean, it'll be cool to get that general dead, but really, It's all about these, but the Black Rod Engineers can take out these halberdiers no problem. So actually, their main targets will be just, yeah, spreading some chaos, spreading the love. Okay, spreading the love. Baruk, Kazad, indeed. You support the middle troops, I think. You all have your places. Okay, we're just about coming in position. They just have so good stamina, these. Run across quite a distance in lands that they are not particularly fond of, I suppose. Oh, no, they should be alright with... yeah, terrain bonus snow, so they like this alright. Okay. And the Eredluan pikemen are into position before anyone else, because, of course, pikemen have pretty damn impressive movement speed. Let's put them like that. How far can they reach? Over there, so they'll actually need to go quite a bit further ahead. And these guys. I think we'll take these ones down the middle here. These ones on that flank. And these ones on that flank. Ready to curl in at the enemy when they decide they've had enough of being showered with bolts. Okay. Let's see. We have some enemies to kill. Payloads over there. Let's just see if we can get them. Dwarven laborers, make sure that you support Oin, our glorious factionaire. Oh, that was actually a pretty nice hit. Oh, goodbye. And you are in range of both champions, so I want you to shoot them down. Slam down the ram. They're not gonna stand for it though. Here they come. We have provoked them. But into doing what, I wonder. Let's see. Some snow graders. Defenders being caught by... oh. Yeah. Okay. And the Bulk champions are dropping like flies. Exactly what I like to see. Be ready to intercept the snow graders. Oh, they seem confused of... They don't seem to know exactly what they want to do. But they might be going for... Oin. Well, let's give them something to think about then. Let's move our spearmen up the front. And put these guys in behind. Okay.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this,
Both
we
champions
will
have
smash
been
the
whittled
enemy.
away to almost insignificance. To near insignificance. That's what I meant to say. Snow graders are being barraged by the catapults. Oh, I keep forgetting that they're axes rather than halberds, but it makes no odds. Gonna be good either way, but it means that actually they might be just used to flank over there, and we can use the pikemen to... No. Let's see. To move in on the square and hold it. Yes. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's move you forward. Let's move you forward. Okay. Mountain Guard are doing pretty well against our shieldmen, but of course that is to be expected. Let's take out the... Yes. Actually, let's take out whoever we can. Let's make these guys cut around. You come up on the flank and prepare to barrage whatever remains at the square as our pikemen move forward. Oh, hello. There is enough for everybody. Okay. So this catapult, let's move it into a more favorable position. Snow graders, let's fall in the back. Okay, orc defenders and snow graders facing up against pikemen. That shouldn't be too bad. As long as pikemen are supported, of course.
They have lost half their men.
Which they are going to be. Oh! Blackrock engineers caught in battle. Not exactly my intended use of them, so let's pull them back for a bit. Mountain Guard going up against Blackrock engineers. That's going to lead to a few casualties.
The enemy lies dead, slain by our fearless warriors. Attack while his men mourn their loss.
Okay. Okay. And the defenders are running. You guys run over there and take out those mountain guard. We're just going to attack them with whatever we have in the area. It's going to be nice. Short and sweet. Their king has died, so they shouldn't stomach much more of it. Oin holding fast. Lundbug is dead. Okay. We're getting to the point where we're just pressing in on the square with all of our might. Yeah. Catapults, press into the orc defenders, see if you can lose a few of your compliments. Seems so callous to frame it in such a manner, but that is what we are doing here. And the dwarves will have taken Gundabad. With some casualties, but of course we did bring a lot of early tier troops. But overall, I'd say that this battle has been hard fought and well won. Final count, 14%. Nice one. Drawn catapult, 249 casualties inflicted. In addition to taking down the gates. Yeah, so they are really the MVP of this battle. But other than that, Blackrock Engineers, 180, that's nice. Erdlund Pikemen, 204. Kazad Volunteers, 205. Well done indeed. And we have now secured Gundabad. They will probably retaliate with some force, but we do have quite a large army ready to meet them. And Dwarven catapults in defense can be exceedingly good because they can lump their projectiles over the walls, the flaming projectiles over the walls, and then once the enemy has breached the gate, it's grape shot time, and that can cause some serious damage. But I hope that you have enjoyed this episode. And enjoyed seeing the dwarves of Khazad take out the Lord of Gundabad and conquered the city of the same name. Let's sack it. And now we can begin construction at the halls of Durin. And gain the hammers of Gundabad. Lord Oin shall be known as the liberator of Gundabad. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But I think I will leave it there for now. So, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Remember to have a good day if you can, and I will see you on the next episode. Take care, everyone, and farewell.